Additional 4 senior advocates of Nigeria, SAN, join Nnamdi Kanu's legal team as trial commences tomorrow, April 29th. 4 senior advocates of Nigeria, SANs, have joined the legal team representing Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as his trial resumes on Tuesday, April 29th, 2025.
All right. So, as we all know that our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, will be appearing in court tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 29th day of April 2025. We have the news that 4 senior advocates of Nigeria has joined him, or will join him rather, tomorrow in court. And their names are Professor Onyechi Ikpeazu, Emeka Etiaba, Mela Udu, and Dr. Joseph Akobo. Now, these are the 4 senior advocates that will be joining our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, to appear in court tomorrow. Meanwhile, I will allow you to watch the analysis. But there's something that, happened a couple of days ago that I didn't actually show us here. One of the reasons they are holding Nnamdi Kanu is that he caused insecurity in the southeast, right? Well, I want you to take a look at this video. There was a video that circulated online about 2 days ago where our mothers were telling the Nigerian army, say, oh, nah. Please let me not talk. I will allow you now to watch that video and see it and hear it yourself so that you know and understand what is happening. Please watch this analysis first, then you watch that video and see what I'm telling you.
It's important for us to set the record straight. Time with that number, if you have been following me, you know my stand about the insecurity challenges from across the country, and especially in the southeast. Now, the military has been indicted as the causes of the insecurity in the southeast, the major cause of insecurity in the southeast. Now, this person that indicted them is not just an ordinary person. She is a journalist, okay, that is working with News Central. News Central is a very large, television station. You all know about it. I want you to take your time to watch this video to understand what is truly going on in the southeast, because that is one of the reasons why federal government, continue to hold Nnamdi Kanu amidst other reasons as well, okay? Now, they are saying that the insecurity in the southeast is because of the USN Nnamdi Kanu form, is because of IPOB Nnamdi Kanu form, but nobody is talking about this. Take a listen.
Good day, everyone. My name is Lolo Neka Chimezie. I'm the national president of Igbo Women Assembly. My personal experience, when this insecurity was too much in the southeast, I'm based in Lagos. For our group, we have different departments and we have media departments. So we decided to come and cover it and to find out what is actually happening. But when we came around to cover the insecurity, we discovered that 90%, I'm sorry to say, of the insecurity in the southeast was caused by the military. I won't apologize for saying it, but they would have shot me at Osumu that time. So when we came, and on Monday, we decided to cover the sit-at-home proper. So when I have my driver, I have my car, so I moved with my driver. So when we came to Olo, that near Banana Junction, we discovered that place was closed up by the military. So I had to come down because I have a newspaper outfit. So I have my ID card. So I approached the militaries. Even when they saw me approaching them, they were like even their faces. And I greeted them and I said, Oja, why did you block the road? I said, who are you to ask all that question, without the harassment? And I showed them my card. I said, unfortunately, I'm a media person and we are here to cover the sit-at-home because we realized that you said IPOP is sit-at-home and they're enforcing sit-at-home. But with the look of things, you are the one enforcing the sit-at-home because I know that before you came, there was nothing like this insecurity. Let's be honest to ourselves. Before the militaries were moved to Southeast, we didn't have it this bad. So you were brought here to relax the sit-at-home. Not that there were clashes within the sit-at-home, but for you to relax it so that people will start coming out. Now that you are blocking the road, it's like you are helping to now enforce the sit at home. So when I now flashed my card, they now ran inside. So out of anger, I moved those things onto the road, and then I drove past. I covered the whole of Southeast. When you approach their checking point, they look more deadly than any criminal, even armed robbers will meet on the road. The way they approach, the way they harass. So after touring the whole of Southeast, we now realize that even the way they harass motorists, the way they harass people, we now realize that 80% of what we are being told is being done by the militaries and the harassment. Now, on my way back, I'm from Imo State, so I ended up in my hometown. I'm from Olo, actually. And then going back to Nnewi, where I was married. So taking that Osumruhu is usually faster. So I came through I landed through the Imo State airport. I forgot to remove the tag on my bag. So when I approached that Osumruhu, they stopped us. And when they saw this, the tag, they said, "Where are you coming from?" I explained myself. They searched me and what have you. And then when they took my passport, they said, "Madam, where are you going to?" I said, "I'm going to Nnewi." "Where?" "Nnewi South." "Where in Nnewi South?" "Oto." "Where in Oto?" They were not asking me my village. At that time, I was very upset with what they were doing. I said, "It now means we are under siege. This is not security. You came here for another mission. Oga, what are you doing with my village and my family name?" So you are the ones that will collect this information from our sons that come from abroad, and then you give it to your kidnappers. It means you are involved in kidnapping. Otherwise, why would you be asking me? I said I'm going to know. Is that not enough? You asked me my village, I told you. You asked me my town, I told you. You are now asking me my name, where I come from. So what else? In the night, you come and carry me like fowl. They were, in fact, they cocked their gun. 10 of them, they were mad, they were ready. I lost it. I now said, the Southeasterner needs to find out what is going on. This has nothing to do with IPOP. The problem is the media were reporting something else, while underneath something else was going on. So when I got home eventually, in fact, when I went after the quarrel, I told my boy, "You know what, turn this vehicle. If I pass, they will kidnap me." I think they work with those criminals in the bush. They kept them there. How can they keep these armor tanks and what have you? How large is Osumuhu? Is that forest that they cannot fish out those criminals? So as we are turning, they seized my car key. So I left them. So I think the whole drama, they went to bring their leader, the Orgas. They came with their van and they collected the key and they handed it over to me. I was alarmed. When I got home, I called the PG of my local government, and I said, "Oga, you people should stop looking at IPOP. I'm not an IPOP member, I don't know them, but this is what is going on. See. As I was talking, a young man said, "Madam, they seized my machine there." Yes, because people, Okada will not pass through that Osimo, but I think it's better now. The man said, "Madam, I am." I said, "What did you say?" He said, "I am. But we are stuck." You know, that was the reply I got. We are stuck because the militaries are here. If you remove them, something else might happen. I think at that point they knew and they were looking for solution. Another experience we had is I passed through that Osun road and I met the militaries there. They were right at Ekotutu. And now from our investigation, we realized that when they were attacked by whoever attacks them, they would turn their gun on the villages living nearby. That was how also Kototo was burned. Have covered the whole southeast, both the police everywhere in the southeast, and they cannot fish out these criminals. But with few vigilantes that were raised, you can see the women saying that they can enter the bush now since we have this vigilante group. So what I'm telling Diana, let's stop moving money around. Now, but big cars, you know, security. Invest it in security. I can assure you, community trouble and we their security men 100,000. See what we'll do. We'll turn them as security and farmers in the bush. Location mafia, turn them as security, pay them well. Thank you very much.
You see, what this woman said is very interesting and is scary at the same time. Both scary and interesting. It is interesting because this is what I've been saying right from time, because I don't just come here to give reports. I have proofs of my reports. I know what I'm talking about. I have concrete evidence about my reports. However, it is scary because your governors are aware of this, your politicians are aware of this, they know what is going on, but they are afraid to say it because they need the power. They are in politics, they need the power. They just need the power to protect themselves and their family to need more money. This is the tragedy of African nation. This is the tragedy of Nigeria. And that is why Nigeria can never be sustainable. Now, back to Nnamdi Kanu issue. This is the article from Sahara Reporters. Let us just read the first 3 paragraphs for you to understand the people who will be joining them to represent Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow, okay? It reads that 4 senior advocates of Nigeria, SANS, have joined the legal team representing Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as his trial resumes tomorrow, Tuesday, April 29, 2025. The addition of the 4 SANS, Professor Onyechi Ikpazu, Emeke Etiaba, Menda Awudu Nowe, and Dr. Joseph Akubo, increases the number of senior advocates on Kanu's team to 6. And brings the total number of lawyers defending him to 19. They join existing senior advocate of Nigeria's Chief Kanu Agabi and Uchenna Njoko. Okay? Is it important? Well, I think it is. And this is the reason why I said it is. During the first phase of Nnamdi Kanu trial, led by Michael Zekume, senior advocate of Nigeria. I know what Michael Zekume did for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Michael Zekume, took the case from the lower court, even appeal court, till we are appeal court now discharging Nnamdi Kanu acquitted. You know what Michael Zekume said? I remember what he said that very day. He said, and I quote, Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer any longer. It is left if federal government want to release him or not. That was what he said. So let's see what is going to happen from now till 6th of May, right here. Because tomorrow the federal government, they are going to bring people to testify if they will see anybody on Tuesday. That is on 2nd of May. Then Nnamdi Kanu with his legal team will come and defend the witness or proof the federal government will bring. Why on the 6th, Omotosho will finalize the case. So interesting time ahead. Let me know what you think about these developments that is going on.
So Igbos are scared to join the military because they do not want to be at the war front insecurity bedeviling the country.
You know that the Igbo man is never afraid. You know that.
Barrister, you know why I had to mention this now? Because over times we've heard cases and scenarios where people from certain regions says that when they get employed to the military, they send them to the very toxic, I would say war-prone or insecurity-prone areas, which are the northeast and the northwest. Like you are from a certain area, like the south and southeast. They send those people from that region back to the northeast and northwest. People are saying that shouldn't be fair. It looks like it's the same thing with the same case with the NYSC redeployment, where people from south goes to the north are redeployed to the north, and people from the north are redeployed to the south. But some quarters are saying that it is only fair, or it will be fair for you to be in your region. Do you share the same thoughts?
Of course. Since everybody is aware of what the north are doing, there will be suspicion. They are not sincere, especially northern leaders. They know that they are the cause of this insecurity, so they are looking for somebody to play the cannon fodder. People they will use as scapegoats to go and die for them for a work they created. Since it is their children and their youth that are the cause of this war, let them sort it out.
It's a war insecurity. Okay, it's a war on terrorism.
It's war. It's war. In fact, it's more than a war. So since they know the source and the promoters, let them sort it out. You don't ask me to bring my children to go and die for your war. That is the real reason why the Southerners or the Igbos are not keen.
All right, Barrister.
Especially in this period where there is terrorism is very high
in the northern part.
And as a matter of fact, they won't even allow them to do the job.
Why so?
When you are attacking them, you are attacking these terrorists and killing them, you become a target, you become an enemy. We have seen it happen. That pilot, that fighter pilot from Yoruba land, that lady, what happened to her? What happened to her that she was just killed like that? Because they say she was killing Boko Haram, you know, in numbers in the war front. A lady fighter pilot. So that will tell you what is going on. They will not tell you, but already people are aware. We know. Everybody knows. Even the people that are already there. I remember when some soldiers from the southwest resigned in large number under Buhari. They left the military in large number because of what they were, you know, doing there. So it will be difficult to, not just the Igbos. I'm sure the southwest too. They are not very keen in joining the military.
All right, so you have seen it. It's just quite funny. Anyway, drop your comment on the comment section what you think about it, all right? I'll see you in my next video. And please don't forget that tomorrow I'll be here for you, bringing you all the update of everything that is happening. All right? Thank you very much, and God bless you.